Hello, everybody. Welcome to your Tuesday 2-minute tip. So in this season, it's getting colder and cozier. Everybody loves their fall and their pumpkin. We talked about that a little bit, but it's also dark leafy green season. So we're kind of ending the summer and you might not be in the mood for like a light romaine or, crispy lettuce salad. You still want those greens, but you want something a little bit darker. So dark leafy green season. I'm talking your kales. Yes, I'm in California. We love our kale, your chard, spinach, and there's lots of great leafy greens like escarole. If you can ever find that, go for that. Things like radicchio and other dark greens, mustard greens, dandelion greens are such an option of them. Beet greens actually are always a favorite. You see a ton of variety at the farmer's market, but even at your grocery store, there's probably at least 4 or 5 different types of kale alone. So what's the best way to handle them? Sometimes they can be really intimidating because you get like this big, bundle of them. Sometimes they're wet and drippy. You don't know if you need to put them in a bag. Basically, when you get your greens home, you can wash them right away, which makes it really easy for them to be ready to go when you're going to cook them. Unlike something like berries or mushrooms, if you wash them ahead, it's not really going to lead to their detriment or their rotting any more quickly in the fridge. So you can definitely take care of this. So on the very end of the bunch, there's usually a little bit of a stem. So you can just kind of go like this and slide. I wish I had a bunch, but you just kind of can slide your fingers up the stem so that the leaves come off. Then stack the leaves. And I like to keep them pretty big at the beginning because I'm not sure how I might be cooking them later, unless you have a meal plan and you know exactly how you'll be cooking them later. So you could chop them or just leave them in a big bunch. The best thing to do to wash them is to get a pasta pot, a big pot or a big bowl and fill it with a lot of water. And then you put the leaves on top and you can kind of just go like this with your fingers and just agitate the top. And the reason that this is the best way to do it is because then the particles of dirt or any sediment actually will fall to the bottom of the pot, but they won't be sitting on the leaves. If you try to take a shortcut and just spray your greens with the sprayer, you'll probably get most of the dirt off, but it's hard to really make sure that you get it all off. Sometimes I do just put the greens in the colander and spray them with the sprayer. Sometimes it's easier. So if that's what it takes, fine, do it. You're just serving you and your family. A little bit of dirt don't hurt. Anyway, then in the ideal situation, then you lift them out of the water, you put them on a clean kitchen towel, a flour sack towel or whatnot, fold it up and then let it dry. If you're putting it in the refrigerator this way, it's great to put it in a Tupperware or a Ziploc bag with a paper towel to just soak up a little bit of the moisture, put it in your high humidity crisper drawer, and your greens will stay for at least a week. Maybe even longer. If you're running to the end of the time that your greens look good, just blanch them. And then you can actually squeeze out the liquid and make like a little baseball size. And you can put that in the freezer. And then it's literally the same thing as when you buy frozen spinach. I'll talk more about that later. As I'm talking about this, I realize that's a great food waste saving tips. But the next thing I want to say is that the stems. So kale stems, chard stems, beet stems, collard stems, most of those taste pretty good. They just need a little bit of cooking. So cut them up really finely like you would celery for soup, saute with butter, maybe olive oil, maybe some chopped garlic in a pan. And then you can add them to the greens while you're sauteing to cook the spinach. You can add them as a base for soup. You can also trim them up and keep them long and pickle them. And they taste awesome in like a Bloody Mary or even just on a vegetable plate if you're having pickles and cured meats or cheese or whatever for a snack plate for lunch. Okay, gotta go. Find more tips on endsandstems.com. I started doing food waste tips every Monday to your inbox. Just an easy, quick, 3-minute or 3 sentences about how to reduce food waste. So go here, endsandstems.com, and put your name on the list, and I will see you in your inbox. Have a great day.